But when all is said and done and I counted out my pieces, I think it came to like 40 cents per piece. We have these. Ooh la la. These are some purple baguette coral earrings. This was a match, and let me know what you guys are thinking, you know, write down in the comments of who you think the maker is. Okay, here we go. So we're seeing a lot of the white enamel, right? A lot of that style, and it says like spring of 1970. So that kind of gives me an idea of when this kind of style is popular. So look at these. Who do you think the maker is on these? And I was actually pretty surprised. Now they're all the same. They're all three of these are by the same maker. Hey you guys, we are back. I promised you guys I'm going to show you what I purchased at the flea market. I don't go to flea markets that often, so I have a bunch of jewelry to show you that I picked out of the flea market jewelry. I also listed a few, and I did some research using some of these books, which I have them linked down in my description. But hopefully you guys learned something new with me. I certainly did. Just come and join for some beautiful jewelry, and yeah, let's get into this haul. Here is all of the loveliness I want to show you, and as you see, I sorted it all out. It was like a hot, tangled mess. So dirty, and I washed a lot of it. So a lot of you guys have been wondering like what I use to clean. I have this linked in my description below my videos. I use a purple cleaner. This is what I've been using lately. I will just lay down my jewelry on a paper towel, spray this, and use a soft toothbrush on a lot of my jewelry. Don't use it on rhinestones or things with like foil backings. Don't use it on pearls, things that are porous that could soak up some of the liquid. But yeah, most of the costume type pieces you can use that on. Anyways, I already listed some of these things, so I just have a box that I'm going to be just putting these things in after I show them to you, but I'm pretty excited to just get into it. So I mentioned in the last video that I was at the flea market, which I don't go to flea markets that often, and I was getting really hot and uncomfortable, and I was not enjoying looking at jewelry. So I noticed that the lady didn't have a ton of really good jewelry. It kind of looked like a mess, but there was like some like decently looking pieces in there, so I was like grabbing like one at a time, you know. And she was like saying, oh, $1 for that. Most of the things she was saying 50 cents. So finally I was just like, what if I just take all of this loose stuff and I give you 50 bucks? So she said yes. She had a really hard time with it though, and she kept saying, you got such a good deal. You got the best deal of the day. And she had a really hard time with it. Then she remembered she had met me before, and then she said, oh, I feel so much better. But when all is said and done and I counted out my pieces, I think it came to like 40 cents per piece, which is a little bit less than the 50 cents she was asking. So it's not like the deal of the century by any means. But if you guys know jewelry reselling, usually in Shop Go To Lots, I pay around $1 per piece. So this is, you know, it's better priced jewelry here. So anyways, I've been holding these up for you guys. You probably are dying to know what these are. I've already worn them because they are one of my designer collector type pieces. I'll give you a little guess as to what these are. You guys probably already know, but I haven't really seen this different ombre or two-toned square shape before. So these are marked. They're marked with the swan, which is of course Swarovski. There's a Swarovski swan right there, and then also on the clip itself, it is written out Swarovski in letters. So also if you see S.A.L, that also stands for Swarovski. They used that before the swan, I believe. So this one was a definite yes. I have these priced up because the only other earrings that are like this that are available right now are in a set with, I think, a necklace or a bracelet, and they have it listed for over $100. So I have mine priced up. Also, I have it priced up because this is going in my collection. So I was really happy about those. Okay, these I also have priced up, you guys. Don't they remind you of Givenchy a little bit? Givenchy. These have the faux pearl cabochon in the middle, matte gold tone, and then this like Greek key style. Again, these are clip-on. They are unmarked. I am wondering, where did I put my phone? Oh, here we go. I'm just going to Google Lens this for you guys because it is insane, okay? Let me just show you what I found. Maybe mine will pop up too because I did list mine. Okay, here we go. Someone has it listed for $522. Studs, ring, ear, pearl, gold, plated, yellow, jewel, silversmith. I feel like they were just kind of throwing out keywords. Honestly, Art Deco, I don't know. I feel like they were just kind of, what is silversmith? How do they know? This does not look gold plated. I don't know. There's just a lot of things going on here. When I think of gold plated, I think of like Monet quality. This, I don't know. This is just a lot of things, but they have it listed for $522.24. So then I was like, are these like unmarked Givenchy? So yeah, I listed mine, I think for like 40 or 50 because they're so interesting, unique, great statement earrings, like really good pieces to have in your collection. So these are really fun. All right, next, let's look at these. All right, here we go. What are these? Oh, they are pierced. These do kind of look like Monet, don't they? Very like Art Deco lines. They are just plastic or acrylic with a gold tone metal. Here's the backing to these. Okay, so this one has the backing on here that is an Avon backing. So there is a circle and a dot in the middle. That is indicative of Avon. Avon signs their pieces with a circle and a dot if they're not using their Avon name. So what I'm going to do when I list these, which I haven't listed them yet, is I'm going to go ahead and Google Lens these. And if they are Avon, more than likely they will pop up. And a lot of times they'll pop up with the date they were made, the name of the piece, etc. So, and I'll give you an example. Let me just see if I can find them. Yes, they're way over here. So I got these and I was pretty excited about them. So look at these, you guys. Oh, aren't they so lovely? They look like princess hair. They're just really romantic and swirly and beautiful. Lovely rich gold tone, and they're very big. So they're not marked on the back, and I think I had to put on my own backings onto these. These are already listed. But when I Google Lens them, they did come up as Avon. So yeah, that was really interesting. I feel like the woman in Hercules would wear these, right? So there's that. All right, I have not listed these yet, but look at how fantastic these are. Okay, I'm going to show you the back. Guys, see the little clippy, the shape of the clip-on? You might be able to guess already what they are just by that shape. This little short shape is very Monet. And is it marked? Yes. So it's marked Monet right there on the clip back. Sometimes it's marked also on the inside. Nope. So this is like a flat chain, kind of dangle clip-on earring. So lovely, so chic. My Monet pieces have been doing really well lately, so I'm really happy to have those. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at these, you guys. Oh, I have these priced up too. So I think that you wear them actually like this. So fruit jewelry, fruit themed jewelry does have a collector's market out there. And when I say collector's market, that kind of indicates that you can start thinking of collector's prices, because there's not a lot of things out there that are like this. For as opposed to this, there would not be a collector's market for it. This is very mass produced, of like style, not necessarily this piece specifically, but this is like a tourist fun cruise type piece. This kind of piece you don't see very often. So these little beads on the top are called sugared beads. You also would find sugared fruit, like people put them in bowls. You can find them at Goodwill quite often. These are all acrylic beads, but I also think that I put in my title fruit salad, even though fruit salad might be like different colors. I'm not sure what I put, but yeah, these are very, very fun. So I was like thinking like someone who's looking for fruit salad jewelry might want something like this as well. It's very much in that fun, girly, fruity style. Okay. You that are a part of my Facebook group might recognize this. It's so cute. I did post this guy. He is a little ceramic porcelain ghost and pumpkin, and it's a little brooch, not marked, I don't think. Little like hand painted piece, but really sweet, perfect for this time of year. And I am listing him probably like $14.99. Also, I forgot to mention, if you guys want anything from this video at a discounted subscriber price, just email me at lilyworksreseller@yahoo.com and we can, make it happen, bundle, whatever. All right, these, I think I'm going to list these even though they're a little bit more worn than I would like. So the gold tone is fading a little bit, but there's a lot of really good things going on with these. These are like door knocker, wing fire type clip-on earrings. I don't think they're marked on the back. Oh, hi, Gideon. Oh, say everyone, say hi.
Hi.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say night-night. Say night-night. Say night-night.
Night-night.
Say kisses. Mwah. Okay, well that was a little bonus treat. Whenever James puts Gideon to bed, he always makes sure he gives Mama kisses. I was like, what is going on? Anyways, these are not marked, but I still am going to list them. The backing, this little rubber backing, is still in really good shape. It's nice and squishy. If it's like brittle, I just take it out, honestly. So these I'm going to have to list based off of keywords, but I think they still will sell. All right, let's take a look at this piece. All right, this was one that I picked up that I was just going to pay like $1 for. You guys could probably see why. It looks very Monet or Trifari, in my opinion, but I don't think it is. Let's see. It is marked. There's a hang tag, and here's a hook on the back. So I'm pretty certain this is vintage. Let's see. What does it say? Okay, so it looks like it's just an E with a crown over it. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Caroline. Interesting. I do not know what this is, but it's very, very pretty. So that one was a definite yes. This one is so pretty with the swirling, and it's like a dangle long pendant statement piece for sure. Okay, well, you guys might be eyeing this if you are taking a look at the pieces I got, but I wanted to go through this with you. We're going to spend a little bit of time on these. you guys. Okay. These are just so lovely, but they were very, very, very dirty. And I'm so glad the match is here because there's a lot of earrings that didn't have matches. And as a matter of fact, almost all of these, I think she said, came in the like single earring lot. She was like, oh, those don't have matches. And I was like finding matches. And then she's like, do you still want those? I was like, yes, please. Because there wasn't really matches in the other ones that she said there were matches. So this was a match, and let me know what you guys are thinking, you know, write down in the comments of who you think the maker is. Okay. Here are my thoughts. First thought on these really beautiful amber toned, big oval rhinestone, beautiful clip-on earrings. First impression is Juliana because of just the opulence, the size, the marquise shaped stones, which Juliana uses a lot, and the coloring. So this, I feel like, could easily pass for Juliana. Also, it has rhinestone halo type thing on the top, which a lot of her pieces have. I went on isitjulianajewelry.com and I found very similar, but nothing like this. Here is my issue that I'm having, okay? There is not any figure eight puddling on the back. There really wouldn't be, because usually you see figure eight puddling with the smaller round rhinestones touching, and these have different shaped rhinestones. So, I mean, that doesn't mean that these are not, okay? The thing I'm looking at is there's some that look almost exactly like this, with the big stone in the middle, the halo, and then a big cluster on the bottom. There's quite a few that look like this. Here's the issue. These have this sawtooth setting around it, okay? So I decided I'm going to look through all the earrings on the confirmed Juliana website. If you go on eBay and you type in sawtooth Juliana, lots of things pop up. But on the actual confirmed Is It Juliana jewelry website, I only found one pair of earrings that have this sawtooth. Most of them have like very spaced out prongs on like the rhinestones itself. So let me know your thoughts on that. So then I started thinking, okay, what kind of jewelry, like the big, chunky, opulent jewelry, who could they be? Then I was thinking, okay, I know that Shriner used interesting type settings. So I have my book here, Shriner. There we go. And what Shriner did, let me just show you in here. I have these books down below if you're interested. What Shriner did a lot is not necessarily the sawtooth like we see here on the bottom ones. They actually used something, this is called dog tooth. Very specific to Shriner jewelry. I also looked through this book, didn't see any like earrings that look like that. So I looked at Schiaparelli, not that, I don't know. So my closest thing that I found with these are Juliana. So if I list them and I just don't want to spend that much time, I might just put Juliana question mark or Juliana question mark style or something like that, because I'm just not sure. And there's not an actual match. Just like I did with the last earrings I sold. Quality of Juliana, same elements as Juliana, very much looks like Juliana jewelry, but not confirmed. And so the only thing that's really throwing me off is this sawtooth prong. So let me know. I know Hannah is super, super knowledgeable on her vintage pieces, her collectible vintage pieces. She has a channel, Fleur de Montage by Hannah or something like that. You guys know. I post her all the time on our Facebook group. But yeah, so we have those. Hopefully you guys are learning along with me. Definitely give me your thoughts. Okay, we have these that look very Monet. Are they? Let's see. They're blue enamel. And no, they're not marked at all. But I still will list these. Yeah, so if I'm like paying 40 cents for something, I could list things all day for like $9.99 and, you know, be happy with that. All right, we have these. Ooh la la. These are some purple baguette coral earrings. The front looks super awesome. This one in the back has some tarnish back there, but this one is in really great shape. Again, there's coral right there. These are kind of interesting because they're not, you don't wear them with the oval going this way. They're kind of off kilter a little bit. So yeah, these are really, really pretty. And I have a coral brooch that is missing purple baguettes. So I'm kind of like, which one's more valuable? Should I switch out the baguettes from this one or should I list these? Well, I ended up listing these and we'll see how these do, but they're really, really pretty. Also, for me at least, is sometimes when I'm harvesting rhinestones, the foil backing comes off and then it's like, doesn't even look that nice. So, all right, let's get into these lovelies. Okay. These totally remind me of Italian art glass. I think that's called Adventurine, where it's like the copper flecked glass running through there. And these totally look like Italian art glass. So yeah, definite glass. Sometimes it could be gold filled. That's the color that it's giving me. With this backing in particular, I've seen marked 925 or 1/20th gold filled type of thing. This one's not marked at all that I can see. And then the Italian glass clip-on earrings that I found were marked Italy on the clip-ons. So I'm not 100% sure, but these are some kind of beautiful art glass. So definitely I'm going to be selling these. Hannah is also really good at knowing her art glass, so I might ask her as well before listing those. Okay, let's get to scarf clip. I don't see a mark on here. A lot of time it is like Liba or Jerry Lou or something. This one's not marked at all, but I still listed that one. We have, let's look at this. This was another one that I pulled that was like going to be $1. Again, this is that white enamel over the metal, and I brought my Monet book, okay? I reference this quite a bit, not just for Monet jewelry, and I recommend this just for seeing like the high quality costume jewelry styles. So in this book, let's see if I can find it actually. Let's move some of these pieces over. Again, I have this one linked. So it kind of goes through by decade. So what is this? 1965. Looks like there might be some. Here we go. So we're seeing a lot of the white enamel, right? A lot of that style, and it says like spring of 1970. So that kind of gives me an idea of when this kind of style is popular. This one is not Monet, however. It is not marked on the back of that, but we have this little happy guy. You guys might recognize this. This little happy guy is actually a crown on a T, which is for Crown Trifari. So this is an older Trifari piece. This is collectible, and yay for that. Okay, these I did list already. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh no, I listed them and now I have to reglue it. Yay. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Ooh, look at this, you guys. Let's just look at this one. And that might have actually happened because I did clean the metal. So that might have loosened up the older glue, and that's just something for you guys to learn. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so this looks like it's just painted gold over wood. Super adorable and lightweight. So I got those, and I have to repair that. Easy fix though. All right, look at these, you guys. Oh, look at this quilted metal pattern. So I saw these, and even without the marking, I would have picked them up, and these are marked. And it's a marking that I've never seen before. So this mark says Tancer 2, Tancer, with Roman numeral 2 or II, or however people put it on eBay. This brand is not fetching high comps on eBay, but there's one pair in particular that is a rectangle version of this listed for $75. And, you know, so for me, I'm not going to say, ooh, that one's listed, so let me list it for that much, because it didn't sell yet, but I understand the reason why they priced it so high. And it's because these look like a high-end designer style of earrings. I don't know if Tancer 2 or whatever is like a high-end designer, because their prices range all over the place on eBay. But I can totally see why they did the like that puffy quilted look. Very, I don't know, like Chanel, right? Chanel style, in my opinion. And these are big, bold, matte gold, and lovely. So I did price those up as well. All right. These, you guys have seen a lot, but I do like listing my swirled enamel. These, I have no idea. These feel like brass. They look like claws, and they're not marked, but they're really like heavy duty. I don't even, what are these, like cornucopias? Are they like women's women's weapons? Like, let me go in the parking lot and get ready. So yeah, we have these, and I'm going to be listing them. They're not marked, but definitely interesting. We have these. What are they? Are they anything? Faux pearl, like a swirling textured wreath thing, not marked, but I still will list those. Very classic. People like to bundle a lot on either eBay or Poshmark. With like unmarked, pretty run-of-the-mill type costume jewelry, but I still list it because I feel like someone, like say they're bundling Monet, and like they've initially started bundling Monet, they might be like, oh, let me just put in a few extra pieces so that it's worth my shipping, and they might go for that. All right, these, I was questioning if I should list these or not. They're very interesting, right? So they look like little wheat bundles, and there are little, let's see how you would wear them, little pearls running down, and then there's paved rhinestones in the middle. All right, so here we go. The reason is because before I started cleaning these were like very tarnished. You can even still see the verdigris remnants. Verdigris eats away at the metal. And then on the back, it's even worse on this one, but it actually cleaned up a lot better than I thought. So I think I'm still going to list these because they are pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome. I don't see a lot of earrings like this, and the tarnish or whatever is mostly on the back. So yeah, those are lovely. Okay, we have these, and I'll show you also these. Can you guess? Let's play the guessing game. I know Sherry from Blessed Baubles likes to play Rachel's guessing game. All right, what designer, who do you think made these? Let me show you. Okay, so let's take a peek. You don't see any maker, right? Well, sometimes you need to take off the backing and look very close. Okay, there are letters that are going around the post, and the letters say Monet. Monet does that a lot with their stud earrings, and these will actually say Monet right there on that rectangle. So both of these are kind of in the same style, and both of them say Monet in different ways. All right, we have these, and I'll show you these. Okay, these are lovely. I actually have quite a few, let me see, what are these? These are these? I'll show you those later. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some designers that are all the same. All right, so look at these. Who do you think the maker is on these? And I was actually pretty surprised. Now, they're all the same. They're all three of these are by the same maker. And it really took me by surprise, especially these, because I thought one thing and it wasn't. So let me just show you. Guys, see that? These are actually Sarah Coventry earrings, which really, really surprised me, you guys. Especially these. These are Sarah Coventry. So both this one and this one are from 1960s. These are actually called like hidden pearl. Like they're actually like a specific collection. And this collection is actually quite desirable. So I was pretty excited because these totally look like 1960s, 1950s, going into 60s crown trifari. Right? So when I saw that they were actually Sarah Coventry, I was very surprised, but very happy to find out that these are one of the more collectible Sarah Coventry pieces. And then these are some like optic textured silver tone teardrop dangle Sarah Coventry, and then of course the textured, I don't know, that's not called a Mabe, M-A-B-E pearl. I don't know. I know sometimes people might describe a pearl like that, but yeah, those are fun. And then we have this right here. Look at this. Okay. So right away, definitely feels like and looks like a sterling silver piece. On the back though, however, it is not marked at all. Now remember, you guys, if something's marked 925 and you have your suspicions, make sure you're double checking with your acid test, because there's a lot of things that are marked 925 that end up not being sterling. So the first thing you would do, get yourself a magnet, see if it's magnetic, if it sticks to the magnet. If it sticks to the magnet, like my ruler here, then it's most likely not sterling. Then you would use an acid test. I did use an acid test on this, and it did end up being 925 sterling silver. And then because there's no mark on it, I'm kind of at a loss. Not totally clueless. Here's my thoughts on this. This looks like a handmade piece, obviously. It has like Scandinavian like lines to it, if I had to guess. Let me know your thoughts, but this definitely looks like a vintage Scandinavian piece, kind of like fire or some kind of freeform thing. So here we go. That's that. I am saying all kinds of things like I know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm not going to go over all of these just because there's so many fun things to learn about, and so many things are just like, okay, I'll list those. All right, these, you guys, these are definitely not marked. They are ceramic, but I knew right away what this is. I have sold, or I might still have, a pendant necklace by Avon. So these are little Avon flowers. So romantic. So much Avon jewelry is very dainty and romantic. So definitely I'm going to be selling those. Let's take a look at this guy. So I haven't looked him up. I'm not sure exactly if I'm selling him, but he has a little crank and googly eyes. And he does this. And of course, Christmas is coming up. A lot of people collect Christmas. And there we go. So he does have a pin. It's by Russ. I feel like Russ does plush. Does it? I don't know. Made in China. No year. It's just one of those novelty things, right? Okay. So, I mean, if that was at the antique store, I probably wouldn't pick it up. It's just not my thing, but fun. Okay, look at these. Here's another learning opportunity for you guys. These I need more information on because I feel like these are special. Like, do you know those big sash pins that have this deep purple glass situation going on? That's the vibe it's giving me. These are not in perfect condition. So there's like this metal work on top of metal. What is that called? But when I see this kind of metalwork, it reminds me of the Etruscan style. Etruscan style revival jewelry did that a lot, where it's these like metal dots and lines on top of metal. And then it has this big, giant glass cabochon on the top. So initially I was thinking this has to be gripois, Grippoix, something like that. Which I did a little bit more research, and then I had to change my title because I don't think that these are gripois. Gripois is poured glass. So I made sure that I looked at a lot of actual genuine gripois jewelry, just so that it like kind of stuck in my mind what that actually looks like. Maybe I'll put up some pictures. But it started off in France, mid, I think 1860s. And then it started becoming popular. So it's a poured glass, started becoming popular by Chanel. Because Chanel wanted to start making some jewelry that looked like it came straight from the Byzantine Empire, not brand new, something that was like more rustic. And so this poured glass look totally fit the bill, and it has the purples and the blues and the reds and the greens and this poured glass look in this like gold tone metal. And so a lot of times when you see like this Byzantine or Mughal style or Etruscan style jewelry with glass, sometimes people mistakenly put these as gripois, which means poured glass, but these might just be molded glass instead. So correct me if I'm wrong with any of the information I am giving out, but that is something that I learned. So, but these are definitely something special, not marked, of course, but yeah, they're just so pretty. All right. That little Santa's still going off. Okay. So these are marked Monet. So one is marked Monet R and one is marked Monet L. So that is nice because sometimes earrings are marked right and left. Because they wanted to take the time to, differentiate which ear it should be worn on. I mean, a lot of earrings do that anyways, where you can tell that one is for one ear and one is for the other. But I like it when costume designers take the time to just put a little extra in there. Sometimes I have found vintage earrings where they won't even have a maker and they'll just say L and R. And then I'm like, who made this? Because they took the time to put L and R, but not. Okay, we have this brooch, which is really lovely. I have totally been into these emerald green glass rhinestones with the clear rhinestones. Very Art Deco looking with just the shape and the fact that it's like split in half. And Art Deco period did use a lot of that emerald green and clear rhinestones. So yeah, it's just simple but well made. Very lovely. Okay, let's see what else. We have this guy that I need to repair. I'm gonna have to find 2 rhinestones, but again, really beautiful with the green. This is a feather. They're screwback earrings. And maybe I need to clean these a little bit more because it seems like, I don't know, loose glue or something. Something's going on. So they're not in like perfect condition. The gold tone is fading a little bit, but they're just so pretty. I really do like feather jewelry. It's very like royal. Okay. I already listed these. Parrot layered copper dangle earrings. I am not sure if I'm going to be listing these because here's my thoughts. So when I get, you know, jewelry jars or lots or things like that, things I normally would not pick up. This is where I get to test my trial and error things. And so if, you know, this might be one of those things where I'm like, okay, I already paid for it. I might as well, you know, put it up to see what happens. I'm not even sure what decade these are from. I don't know. So sequin, spiral, I don't even know. Like what? Help me, you guys. What could these be? So we're going to see what I can discover with those. These are a natural stone. These look like just brown jasper, but that's nice for a clip-on earring. Again, these are still squishy, so that's good. These are not marked, but that's fun though. A natural stone. You guys already saw this. The reason I think I'm going to be selling this is because I just sold that necklace that looked very similar to, you know, had the same colors and the dyed shell and everything for $17.99. So, you know, it did take like a year to sell, but now I'm like, well, I have this and the stretch is really good. So, I mean, if anybody wants this for like $2, just let me know. Just email me. Again, it's $5 shipping. So, you know, bundling is always great. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Here's a single. I don't know anything about this though, but really, come on now. Like, can you imagine if there was another one of these? I would like die. I would just be so excited. Okay, so this I believe is an Easter egg glass. And then these also feel like glass. This feels like faux pearl. And it is marked Robert Rose on the back. I have not looked that up at all. I have no idea. I have never sold Robert Rose. I don't know if it's something spectacular and I just hit the jackpot. I have no idea. But speaking of which, I in the next video, I am going to be showing you a necklace that someone has listed for $1,700 that I paid like $14 for. Okay. Oh, these are not, okay. So these are not going for crazy money. Okay. So let's find the style. So it looks like, oh, well, there's one. There's one that's very beautiful for $90. But a lot of these are like $20. Well, that one's $50. That one's $55. So there, I mean, if I had the pair, if I had the match to this, it might have gone for some pretty decent money. And I don't think that like a single, just selling a single of this earring is worth it because I don't feel like the name brings that much money. However, speaking of which, hold the phone. Here is a single that I will be selling as a single. Okay, I have not cleaned it or anything. So it's this cluster, and here it is up close. Has glass, molded glass, and faux pearls. And on the back, it is the scaparelli. So if I had a pair to this, if there was another one, yeah, you can see very dirty, did not even clean this. if I had a pair, I could have priced this at a good price. But because I only have one, maybe, I don't know, like 15, 20 bucks. But it's still something, right? Like, still something. People will still buy this. They can make a pendant with it. They could clip it to something. I don't even know. But that is really fun that I have my first actual signed Schiaparelli piece. I don't think I've sold Schiaparelli before. I also over here had some like tested sterling that didn't have matches. Let's see. Yeah, I think that these are them. Okay, so that was sterling. I'm going to put in sterling scrap. Sterling. This was actually gold, pearl, and something, but there's not a match. So I'm going to put that in my like 2-cell scrap lot. All right, are these anything? No, but they look very Monet. All right, let's take a peek at this. You guys might think I'm like a little bit crazy, but this is like an instance where I have already tested and sold barrettes before. So this one is lovely, very much like a 1980s or 90s style. It does say made in France. A lot of nicer quality barrettes do say made in France right there. And this one also says Ann Taylor. So I have listed this already, and I already have a few watchers, and I think I have it listed for like $24.99 or $29.99. So there is a market out there for vintage barrettes. This one I have not listed, but it is a hand-painted wood barrette. I have sold hand-painted floral wood barrettes. I mean, it's not going to go for a ton of money, but it's still like a vintage big chunky thing, and it could be somebody's vibe. So I have that one. We have this. These are by the brand, let's see. Yeah, Napier. I think it is, who is it? Oh, look at that. That one came out. Okay. I think I actually knew that. I think I had taken them out before. So sometimes I will like purposely tug on the cabochons to see if they're loose. And I think they were loose already. So, and then they kind of just stick back in there. Was it Janice from, I'll put her channel up. But I think she says Napier. And then we have these that are also Napier door knockers. Here's the sad thing about these are so pretty. These these are just so classic Napier. But there's something going on. Like this is too loose right here and it needs a repair. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to repair that or not. But looks like these need a repair as well. It's just a whole hot mess over here. All right, what else do we want to see? Okay, I want to test this because look, okay, so we have like this sea glass looking apple. So it's like a frosted glass. But this, and it's a pendant, but this up here is tarnishing like sterling wood. And so it looks like maybe a gold over sterling. So I want to test that. And also this necklace here, okay? So I've seen a lot of check beads do this thing where they have that metallic ends and then the faceting in the middle. I forget what that's called. Someone probably does know. But yeah, so there's that. This one looks like rock crystal. And then these at the end definitely look like sterling silver. They are not marked. But I can check with my Presidium to see if those are rock crystal. Looks like there's some hematite in there. So these are the ones I feel right here that might be like a crystal, quartz crystal. It's going to the top end of glass. So glass. Well, there's this orb. Maybe it's all just glass, which is totally fine because it feels really nice. Well, it's kind of bouncing. It's trying. Look at it. It's past glass. It's in the garnet tourmaline iolite. I might need to restart it because I've been sorting and this has been on for a while. So these actually might be quartz because it is past glass. Might not look like it on the... It's like right at the bottom of the garnet amethyst citrine. And that's, I would want it to be in that line, in that range, to be sure that it is rock quartz. I don't know. I'll test that again, but I'm going to probably test some sterling silver at the end anyways. So we'll see about that, but really pretty piece anyways. Like lovely. Oh, and look at this bead. It's like half and half. They put in some black. See that right here? Cute. And it's on like a metal wire. Okay, that's nice. So those two I'm going to be testing. All right, what else do we want to see? These. This kind of looks like moss agate. I'm not 100% sure, but I use Google Lens quite often, or I'll describe like a quartz or an agate or something like that and see what I can find. But that's what it looks like to me. And then these backs actually look like they honestly have like that gold look to them. I'm sure they're not. They're just, I mean, they're just stones glued on. So they're probably not gold, but they do look really nice. So, really lovely. So there's those I'm going to be listing. Oh, wait. Where did I see? Okay, here we go. Look at these. Look at this beautiful thermoset orb. You see all that? See, that's what you're looking for. That gumball thermoset moon glow. That's just gorgeous. So I was pretty excited about this. I don't know. Like, I feel like most things that I put online that are thermoset moon glow sell pretty quickly. So yeah, right? Hot pink, dangle, clippies. Yes. All right, you guys might recognize this piece. It is very classic. Actually, I think there's a few different designers that have the same style. I don't think it's Boucher. I'm trying to think, but this one is by Monet. Monet calls their pieces that look like this, I believe it's Cordelia, I think. And so I sold some earrings for over $30, I believe, that were this style, the Cordelia or whatever. The sad thing about this is it needs a repair. It needs the pin that goes across. So I know that this is a collectible piece. I might want to repair it. Unlike, I don't know, something else that's broken. I mean, I would want to repair these too, but this one is a little bit nicer. So it's kind of like weepy and drapey and definitely looks like gold. Like Monet does do gold plating, so their stuff lasts, and it also looks like the real deal. So we have that one. Okay, speaking of Monet, let's look at these. I can tell that these are Monet without even looking because there are book pieces that have this like design. Looks like there's a little stickies, a little bit of stickies right there. But I wanted to show you what I'm talking about. So even though I haven't like read the book, I've definitely familiarized myself enough with this Monet book where I can be like, oh, I recognize that from the book or whatever. And I believe this might be 1960s. Let's see, 50s. So here are the pieces I'm talking about. You can see the little dangles. And sometimes if you find, right, if you find the exact piece, which this is not, but very, very close, you can put like book piece in your title. So I'm just going to go back a little bit. Let's see. So we have those that look very similar. And then it kind of talks about it. So this is called the Priscilla necklace. And we have that. Oh, in the 1960s. And continued in production throughout the entire 1970s. So yeah, it looks like it's all around starting with the 50s. And then advertisement for the Gibson series. So yeah, that like look I can recognize right away as Monet. So, and I've sold a bracelet and maybe a couple earrings that have looked like this. So I love that. And I love it that I can know what I'm talking about a little bit. Okay, these, I don't know what I'm going to do with. They came in the jewelry. You guys, it's like a salt and pepper shaker. If anybody wants these, there is some crazing on them. A little bit of smudge on there. So they're like pink ducks. Hand painted, Japan, still the cork in them. The crazing is where it looks like a little crackled, but not broken, or, I mean, they're still, that's just from age. So, I mean, if anybody wants these, look at these beautiful, lovely geese. Otherwise, you know, my girls will be in here and they'll say, Mom, can I play with? And I'll say, here you go, play with these. That's probably what's going to end up happening. All right, what else do you guys want to see? Anything? Let's talk about this. Okay. So, here we go. Look at this clasp. I still need to figure out, I need to date this clasp because I see it often and it's usually on older jewelry. Like, I don't know, 1930s-ish? Right? Okay, let me know. If you guys know anything, let me know. But it's like, push. It's really difficult for me to figure out. You push it in, you clasp it on, and then, okay, so you might see like, you know, shell jewelry quite often, and a lot of it, you know, goes into craft lots, but these particular snails are called something, and I believe it starts with a T. Let me just look it up real quick. All right, so this is called a trochus shell. Trochus. Trochus shell. And here, let me just show you some of the listings that are already up. So here we go. Vintage trochus shell necklace. We have one for $49.99. Again, this one's definitely older. So we have, and like there is like a coating of iridescence to it. So there's one that's iridescent. That one looks longer, $79.20. What is this one? Iridescent, MCM. And then that one's $47.95. We have $55 for that one. Iridescent choker. So, I mean, right? Like we don't see any of them with the trochus shell that is, you know, for $7. Like, so this is something to be on the lookout for. Don't just toss it right into the craft lot, because this could be a little bit something more special than you might have originally thought. So there's that one. What is this? I think this is Trifari. Oh, this is so smooth. Yeah, this is definitely, it definitely feels like a designer piece. There's a little bit of gold tone loss, but really nice. I think, let's just take a peek. It says Crown Trifari right there with a little crown above the T. So a little bit more collectible. So I still will list this. I actually sold a Crown Trifari necklace that was like a layered leaf choker necklace today that had a little bit more gold tone loss than this. So I will still sell that one. All right, we have, these are lovely. I am still trying to figure out, I think these are vintage. There is wear to them, but they feel like plastic. And then this like filigree ball and then fans at the top. I feel like someone is going to really love these. They definitely have a Victorian revival vibe to them. And the wear kind of adds to the charm, honestly. In my opinion, they're very long, almost like duster style. Duster is where it can dust at the top of your shoulder. And no marking, but yeah, these are just really pretty. Like those. Okay, we have this little sleeping guy. I think I've sold him before. Just like a little sleeping guy in a leaf. And it says on the back, what does it say? Hallmark? Yeah, Hallmark cards. So I'm pretty sure I've sold that before. And if I haven't, if it's still in my collection, then I probably won't sell it again. Okay, we have, okay, you guys, what do you think about this? Am I like delusional here? Okay, so I have a match, but they don't match in with their color, but they're both faceted glass. Like they feel like the hand cut buttons. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like sometimes people made glass buttons into earrings. And that honestly is what these feel like. It feels like someone made some earrings out of buttons. But I have a white one and I have a red one. So would that be like too funky to sell them as a set? Or would that just be like the perfect thing to do? Like, right? It's kind of like a good thought. It's kind of fun. I'm really liking that thought. So I might do that. I might sell it and someone might like that. So we'll see. Because they do match. Okay, we have this one right here. No idea. No maker, and it has a lobster claw clasp. So I don't think that this is vintage. I don't know though. It feels very like interesting. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It feels nicer than the lobster claw clasp with no tag is leading me to believe. So we have some enamel going on with some like markings underneath to give it an Asian feel. We have all these little danglies coming through, a really pretty pendant with a bronze tone metal. Yeah, again, I don't see any maker, so that is throwing me off a little bit. But it's really pretty and it feels pretty nice. Okay, we have this. I probably need to test this. This is a puffy heart. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe yes. I don't know. That one's a maybe. Also, what is going on here? What is happening? I like this. Oh, wait. Okay, is that what's wrong? Okay, I see. I see what's happening. So, what does it say? Colors by Legends or something like that. It looks like one of these is missing this silver tone back. So maybe I should take this off, take it completely off the card. Sometimes the card completely detracts from how pretty a piece actually looks, to be honest. So I probably will just do that, take that off, because it's a pretty layered fleur-de-lis, like very elegant and feminine looking earring. So I'll probably just do that. This one I'm unsure of. Again, so let's just take a peek. If you guys want this, let me know. So this looks like it was handmade. So it's all these seed beads in a pattern of 2 cats with a moon and stars. So again, it's really comfortable. I really do like seed beads. It just feels nice and cool and lightweight and doesn't catch on anything. So I do like seed bead jewelry. I don't know how handmade that this is. I don't know. Like could something be semi-handmade? I don't know. But really cute. I probably will sell this unless somebody, one of my viewers, really wants it for a good price. Then I will send it on the Cat's Happy Way. Okay, we have these fun. These totally remind me of the 80s. They're big statement earrings. And they are like a clear lucite plastic dyed wood. This one I'm really surprised also doesn't have, I don't think it has a maker, but it's matte gold with a big giant pearl. A really nice long necklace too. This one feels really nice. I don't know, that just looks really, really nice, doesn't it? And really long. What's this one? We have, ooh, look at that. So, silver tone pendant, another matte gold. Again, not marked. Again, really long. Looks like it should have been marked at one. Oh, wait. I see an S. It looks like it should be marked, and it was marked, and it's faded. Okay, maybe if I Google Lens this, it will come up as like Givenchy. Givenchy. That's honestly like what I would guess if I had to make a little guess right now. All right, what else do we want to look at? All right, let's take a peek at these. I think these are one of my favorites. And you might be wondering why. Okay, so they are a pink metal and they're clip-on and they're very atomic retro. Okay, They look at first glance like they are not marked at all. But if you look up really closely, they actually are marked at the top of right here. And they're only marked Germany. So, and they're not marked West Germany. So most vintage jewelry that I find marked Germany is usually West Germany. There are some times that I find them and they are marked just Germany. And this is one of the instances. So I am not exactly sure of the date on these. I mean, I feel like they have to be atomic inspired. So time when we were going up into space, landing on the moon, all that kind of stuff. So definitely vintage for sure. So, but I'm just really, I don't know, these just bring me a lot of joy. They are so fun. Not a lot of, I don't see these a lot. So those are just great. These I also think are actually kind of fun. These are a swirled lucite. Okay, so a lot of resellers in general might just be like, oh, those are just big clunky plastic earrings. Toss. But I mean, if you picture these right, they just look so beautiful. And again, use those words: swirled lucite, big statement, huge rectangle, like things like that. And I feel like that kind of thing sells these type of earrings. I'm really drawn to something like that. All right. Again, if you find like lion or jaguar or big cat themed jewelry, it really does stand for kind of like a haute couture look or a designer look. Anne Klein uses their lion heads a lot, and these are not marked, I don't think, at all, but I still will sell these. They have a little bit of gold tone loss, but not terrible, and they are a very fun dimensional statement lion. Okay, again, we have some more sugared beads. These are marked Hong Kong. Again, I do like selling cluster earrings, and these again are the sugared bead. Okay, what are these? Are you marked? Oh, look at the lines on these. These are fun. Let me just show you. Right? I feel like these are Monet or something like that. Let's see. Are they marked? If they're not marked, I feel like would be very surprised. I'm not seeing a mark, you guys, which is very surprising to me because I feel like, oh, wait. Oh, this one is. Okay. This one, and the other one is not marked. This one is marked Crown Trifari. Okay. So yeah, I was getting a little surprised there. Okay. So that one's nice. Look at these. These are so fun. These are two-tone, big statement, but they're also hollowed, so they're not like too heavy. Really fun. 1980s, maybe early 90s earrings. And this is a really pretty bronzish antiqued gold tone long pendant necklace. This one is marked SAQ. This is another hang tag that Avon uses. They use NRT, SAQ, dot or circle with the dot in the middle, all those things. So yeah, so that one I will be selling. All right, I have a question about this right here. Okay, so this is how big it is. So it's too big to be a bracelet. I mean, I guess you could double it. But I feel like it would stretch super fast. And I guess it could be a choker. I'm probably going to put this into a craft lot, but I just really love those beads in particular right here. Like these are plastic, but look at how beautiful these ones are. Those are glass. So yeah, I just wanted to show you those. We have this all glass and hematite. I did want to test this for silver, for sterling silver as well. All right, what else do you guys want to see? Yell it out. Is there anything else? I mean, there's a lot of things that you guys see a lot in just jewelry jars. I'm trying to see. These ones did test as sterling, you guys. But what is going on here? It looks like they might have turned the hook into... Oh, they are marked. I didn't even see that. There's like a little marking right there. So yeah, I did test them because I was like, these have to be sterling. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. It looks like someone took earrings and mangled them, basically. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to fix them some way. And then, oh, these are so pretty. These are just, I had to really use a lot of keywords for these because they are not marked, but they are really lovely. They have enamel, they have rhinestones, they have bronze toned glass stones and filigree and scrolling. Okay. Ooh, this one. I wanted to show you this one. Okay. So it looks like it's new old stock. It still had a tag on it. This right here, you guys, this is actually the B for Brighton. And you can tell Brighton does a lot of this, I don't know, shadowing look to their silver tone where it's very dimensional. And there's the heart as well. So Brighton also does hearts on their jewelry. So even though I'm not particularly fond of Brighton jewelry, is this an anklet actually? Because it's kind of going on my wrist without me even unclasping it. It might be. No, I think it's an adjustable bracelet. Anyways, I feel like Brighton jewelry and belts and things like that tend to tarnish pretty quickly for how much they cost. Because if you guys ever go to a boutique and they sell Brighton jewelry or belts or purses, you will see that it is very expensive. Very, very expensive. But that one was a fun score. This, you guys might know, if you guys find something that looks like this, looks like a pendant, and it is marked GB on the back, right there. These are scarf rings. You put a thin scarf through here, wear it kind of like a necklace, and that's how I list them. Just like that. Those are scarf rings. We have these beauties. I'm going to have to test these because, again, sometimes if it's gold with a gold post, it could be gold. Like, especially if it's like a dainty thing. And this looks like it has little crystals on the bottom. Little doves going up. Oh, someone will love this. Someone with someone to whom doves might mean a lot to them. Maybe spiritual reasons or, a family member or something like that. I feel like that would mean a lot to somebody. That one is just a little special piece. Okay, anything else before I start testing that is super interesting? I mean, some of these might be, like this is Liz Claiborne. This is not marked, but again, it is vintage and these are metal balls on a chain, which indicates to me higher quality. I feel like it should be marked. I really do. Like this is just really, really high quality vintage. Okay, so I think these are Leah Sophia. I'll just point these out really quickly. Leah Sophia earrings, I can always tell because they have these ginormous backs on them. Do you see how big these are? These are just huge, huge backs. So they're Leah Sophia earrings. Totally do that. I listed these today and I already have gotten like 10 views, which on these particular earrings. So, yeah, and they are very high quality, but not, branded. All right. I'm going to move some of these out of the way. All right. So I have like 4 things to test. This is most likely not sterling silver. And let me see if I have it. Here's my other testing stone. So this one, I do not like as much as this one, but I don't know. Like this one if I test something, sometimes it will just show me like little flakes of the blue, whereas this one will show me a better line if it is sterling silver. But the jewelry can get stuck on these like little pits because this one is more of like a stone. So most of the time I do use this little one. So I think I'm going to be using that again today, even though it's really annoying that it gets stuck on the pits itself. So again, as always, I'm doing a good scratch on the stone using my 18 karat testing acid and trying to scratch in a place that is not really noticeable, checking to see if, a different color metal comes through. So like this, I would anticipate like a copper or brassy color coming through. And also this one is really, really hard to scratch. So it's kind of telling me that this one might not be sterling. It's also on this like little tiny lightweight cord. So probably not, but let's do this one. This one I have a good feeling about. Just, it's a nice weight. Good tarnish on the findings, and it's made out of glass. So that one's going to be number 3, and then I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do the clasp and the charm for this one. So we'll do the toggle clasp, and then we'll do the charm at the bottom. All right. So here's my first. All right, you guys see what's going on here? Nothing. So that one's definitely no. I'm probably going to put this into, not the craft lot, but I've been making lots of wearable jewelry that I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell them in big lots of wearable jewelry, what I'm going to be doing. But the one for sure that is sterling is this one right here. Oh, and it has a little like, what is it, teardrop? I didn't even notice that. That's so cute. On this like long thing. Okay, so that's lovely. And then this toggle right here is testing as sterling. So I'm wondering if this was like secondary to this bracelet. It says dream on it. I could try testing it one more time, like doing a deeper mark, and then maybe trying again with this, maybe a deeper mark, because as you guys know, sometimes things are like rhodium plated, or you're just not doing a deep enough scratch. Okay, so yeah, neither of them is showing up as sterling silver, so I don't know, whatever. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to be doing with these. I think I can put this one on a chain. It's really cute. It's little frosted apples. That one will probably go on a chain and sell that one. All right. So my next video, you guys, I have so many beautiful things to show you. Let me just show you this real quick. Flea market find. Look at this. And you guys know I don't really, sell hard goods that often, but this weekend I sold 3, so I'm getting a little bit better. No idea what's happening. I think I got like a handful of stuff for like $10, and this was one of them, but it's so pretty. I know you guys like this kind of stuff. Like, well, some of you guys like I do. So it looks like maybe there's like a little person there, right there, right there. I love it. I have like art type things like this all over my house. And I do love paintings and drawings, but I really like things that look like paintings that are made with different things like metal, or I even have like I don't know if it's cloisonne, but it's an enamel over metal painting. I have a couple of those. That's really interesting. I love framed tapestry. I love framed fans and framed. I have like some Asian hairpins that are framed. So I like a little bit of everything. Interesting things in this one. Kind of fits the bill, and I'll look this up to learn more about that. But this is just a little sneak peek for the next haul, and that's the stuff I actually like handpicked at the jewelry or at the antique store. So anyways, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below. And as always, make sure you're out there thrifting so you guys can live generously. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.